Now let's begin with some of the examples of user expectations and how they are formed and what we are expecting and how most of the designers and developers are making the same mistakes. Now, if I show you this website, this is almost a pretty standard e-commerce website. I'm looking for a very big search bar over here. Then I'm looking for support email. Also, I am looking for mostly in the right side, right corner, the shopping cart. Okay. So also I have checkout, sign in. So all these are over here. Now, one thing which I was not expecting is that these settings are on the left, but still I think these doesn't matter. These are not very big settings or very big problems. So this is almost pretty standard. Like I mostly need the categories over here. This is pretty standard and everything else. Okay. Now you can see over here, add to cart button is very prominent. This is what I was expecting. Now let me show you some of the problems and examples where a lot of designers and developers have done it really wrong. Okay. So very poor user experience and usability. So let me show you one example. Okay. So in this example, the theme is very minimalistic, but the problem with it is its search bar. You can see over here, I have to click over it. And once I click, my eyes are going to be locked on this area. I'm going to show you this problem, which is peripheral vision. It is in the coming lecture, I guess. And you can see the whole, the search bar and icon is on the left over here. So once I click on it, I don't know what is happening. So I just kept looking over here and then I looked on this side and found this. Okay, so this is too far away. Maybe if they want to use this pattern, they can just use this area over here. Still, this pattern is not very recognizable and users are not expecting this behavior. Okay, so this is pretty standard and zero. By looking at it, it doesn't tell me that this is zero items or zero for the number of dollars or the cost. So this is also a bit ambiguous and this is not what I was expecting. Okay. This search bar is although it is very, unique and modern, but still I think it's a very big problem with e-commerce websites. Now, if we go to this store, very nice design, very good theme, very lovely, everything. But if you look for search bar over here or in the middle, you cannot find it because they have moved it on the left. So this is really, what I should say, it is really unexpected that this search bar can be found on the left side where the logo should be. So they should switch these places. So logo should be over here and search bar should be in the middle. Okay, now if I go to this website, there are a lot of user expectations. They have really messed up. You can see settings and cart is in the middle left. It should be over here and prominent. Then the search bar is very, strange. They have two search bars over here, this one and another one over here, which is, I would say, really not a very common and familiar pattern. Okay, and you can see the login and registers just in the middle, sitting in the middle. So this is very funny. I would say this is a really unusable website. Usability sucks and user experience too. And everything else is okay, but these things are really going to hurt a lot. Even if you have designed this very nicely and everything is great, but still these few things are going to confuse your user. Let me show you more examples. This is the same theme, same problems. Then we have this area and you can see over here, cart is over here, search bar over here. Okay, that's good enough. And where is my login and where is my settings or account? So they shifted it on the left side. So this is really, messed up user experience and usability. I am showing you these themes from Envato Market and these are developed by different developers and designers. So they should look on these elements. Okay. Then this is really, this is also really messed up. This is not what user is expecting. Search is over here and no icon for shopping cart. So I have to search all these text, read all this text to go to the shopping cart. This is also violating the rule of recognition rather than recall. So this is also going to give your users a lot of problems. Okay. Then you can see there is no information for all these products. You can see I don't know what is the price of these products or okay. So this is really bad example of an e-commerce website or theme. Okay, this is really nicely designed, everything looks cool, but this heart icon, I don't know whether it's my liked items or wish list. Okay, so maybe I think a little bit of text over here like wish list is really helpful, although they have some hover text like this, so it shows that this is a wish list. Again, they have violated the rule. They have used the search bar on the left, and this is a very strange pattern. It should not be like this. Again, over here you can see the search bar is on the left. So you can see there are tons of these themes that needs a lot of fixing. I have even seen a lot of e-commerce websites that are using or doing it very differently, and they are surprising their users with their expectations and confusing them. So make sure you are not making these mistakes. So this is the last one. Okay, everything seems pretty fine in this one, but I'm going to show you a very strange behavior which I have found over here. So this is I'm not expecting, so I am not seeing any add to cart button on this product. So once I hover, I see this options or something like that, and I'm not sure what is this. So if I hover on this, there is a plus button, and I really don't know what it is going to do. So if I press on it, you can see it has added this item to my cart. So try to avoid these new patterns or the expectations which users are really not expecting, and they are not going to recognize these objects, and they are not going to use them. They will be in confusion, and most of the time they are not going to use this feature. So these are all the examples of really bad user experience, usability principles, and violating most of the basic principles of user expectations. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Let's move on to the next lesson.